The last machine is the Electro Reflex Energizer, and that machine sends electrical impulses through the bottoms of the feet into your body. And what I equate it to is kind of like reflexology. I used to be a reflexologist, and I also used to be a massage therapist. And by pressing on certain parts of the feet, that relates to different organs in the body. In fact, I have a chart here that I can show you that shows the different organs in the body and how they're related to the feet. So like if somebody is pressing on your big toe, that's related to your brain and your head area. If they're pressing on the middle part here, that's related to like your lung and your breast. Or you get a little bit lower, that's the solar plexus. A little bit lower than that, that's the liver. And then it comes into the colon and intestines and things like that, and kidneys. So again, all the organs in your body are related to your feet. Also, there's hand charts. All the organs in your body are related to your hands. There's also things called iridology, which all the organs in your body are related to your ears. And there's iridology, which means all the organs in your body are related to your eyes. Now, if people have ever had acupuncture and they do it on the ears, that's how they do. They work on the ears. Or if you do reflexology, you massage the feet, or handology, you actually work on the hands. So by putting your feet on the Electro Reflex, it sends electrical stimulation through the bottoms of the feet, which not only helps open up the energy pathways in the body, it can help all the different organs in the body, as we saw in that chart. So I'll give you an example. When I first got it, I played with it and I turned it up as high as I could, and my feet were literally jumping off there. Now I tell people, don't turn it up all the way, especially in the beginning, because it's kind of shocking. It's almost like touching an electric fence, and you wouldn't want to do that. So gradually turn the dial up and you'll start to feel the pulsation going through your feet. So what's it good for? If people have neuropathy, which is, neuropathy, if you don't know what that is, it's like you have no feeling in the feet. I took a gentleman with neuropathy, we put him on the Electro Reflex, and after 20 minutes, he had that thing cranked all the way up. Now, if I had it cranked all the way up, it would actually almost, you'd have to pull me off the ceiling, because I've only cranked up for a few seconds and I had to turn it back down. But he cranked up all the way and he said, this feels good. And after 20 minutes, he said, Jeff, he said, I think I can feel the carpeting for the first time in years. So neuropathy is one thing. Also, if you know anybody that's got plantar fasciitis, it's extreme pain in the feet. I brought my Electro Reflex over to a guy with plantar fasciitis, and I borrowed it to him for a week, and when I went back to get it, he said, I want one. I said, okay, I'll order you one. He says, no, I want this one. I said, well, that's a used one. He says, I don't care. You're not taking it. Anyway, he bought my used one because he used it twice a day, and the pain was pretty much gone throughout the whole day. So anybody with plantar fasciitis or the neuropathy, awesome. If you have sore feet, awesome. If you have carpal tunnel in the hands, you can put your hands on there. It'll get rid of the pain in the hands within usually 15 minutes for most people. For parasites, we've been told that by Connie Stoner, she's a certified massage therapist, she recommends mode 1 for parasites. Now everybody's got parasites if you eat meat. If you eat any kind of meat, there's some kind of parasite in your body. Now some people have an overabundance of them, which can make you sick. A low amount you might not even hardly notice. But her son had parasites. She used the Electro Reflex on him, and after about the 3rd or 4th day, he said, Mommy, Mommy, come look in the bathroom. And he had passed worms in his stool. And the 2nd day, he passed another kind of worm in his stool. I got a friend that's got a cat. She's got an indoor cat and an outdoor cat. And she'd be using the Electro Reflex every day. Well, the outdoor cat would jump on her lap while she's using the Electro Reflex. The indoor cat wouldn't. And after the 3rd day of the cat sitting on her lap while she's using the Electro Reflex, she went out to the garage and she noticed in the cat's litter box it had passed about a 2.5, 3-inch worm out of the stool. So we know it's great for parasites. Connie says if you use the Electro Reflex for 11 days, twice a day, preferably mode 1, you'll probably eradicate most or almost all the parasites in your body. In fact, we had a testimony here from a gal. Her name is Lori Dahl from St. Cloud, Minnesota, and she wrote to us about the Electro Reflex. It says, the Electro Reflex has worked wonders for my 7-year-old daughter, Ashlyn. I have always taken my family to a reflexologist for all well-being ever since Ashlyn was born. The ever-present parasites have always been a problem. Unfortunately, Ashlyn's stomach has been too weak to fight them off like most people can, and her parasites have always developed into tapeworms. These tapeworms would cause sharp stomach pains, and Ashlyn would lose interest in eating so much that people started to think she was malnourished. I received the Energizer for Christmas, and Ashlyn was the first person to use it. Only 5 or 10 minutes a week she used it, and we were shocked at our next visit to the reflexologist. We had no idea what she had been using, but his first comment as he checked her out was a shocked statement. "In the 7 years I've been seeing you and your family, this is the first time there's not a single parasite in any of you. In fact, this is our first time that Ashlyn has not had a tapeworm." I was elated. I had immediately noticed the difference myself. For the first time, Ashlyn was eating well, even second helpings at mealtime. A first for her. She has grown 2 inches in the last 7 months, and the change in her is unbelievable. Knowing what parasites do to a person's body, I can say we'll always use the Energizer just 5 to 10 minutes a week to keep ourselves healthy. Lori Dahl, St. Cloud, Minnesota. So again, that little Electro Reflex machine can do a lot for you. If you have any kind of pain anywhere in the body and you want to really break it up fast, just put the pads on anywhere in the body and it'll break up pain rather quickly. I need to read the warning the company has for the Electro Reflex Energizer. It says, "Warning, this device should not be used if you have or use any electronic medical instruments such as an implanted heartbeat regulators, artificial hearts or lungs, or implanted pacemakers. Persons who are pregnant, nursing a baby, have any medical condition, or are taking any prescription drugs should consult with their doctors before using." So that's the company's recommendation, and definitely if you've got any kind of implanted heart regulators or any implanted organs, I would definitely say do not use that machine. So if you know anybody with carpal tunnel, plantar fasciitis, or neuropathy, or pain in different parts of their body, see if you can let them experience the Electro Reflex and then see what it'll do for them. Now we're going to demonstrate the proper use of the Advanced Electro Reflex Energizer. First of all, you cannot have any socks on or any nylons on. If you do, it will not work properly. And you want to have bare feet or moistened paper towels. So if you do just bare feet, you just put your feet on there just like that. If you're going to use the moistened paper towels, we use the half-size ones here and just spray them real good so that they're moist, just so they're not dripping. And then you put one on each side here. And again, just you don't want them dripping wet, and you will not electrocute yourself or anything with this. It's fine. Just get them good and wet. And the reason for the moist paper towels is it does two things. It actually produces better conductivity on the machine, and if you have multiple people using the machine, then it's very sanitary. Each person gets their own moist paper towels. Now the machine also comes with a belt. The purpose of the belt is to keep the legs straight. You don't want the legs pushed together. You don't want them far apart. You want them basically straight. So if you put the belt on, you just wrap it around and set it for the size of the person, and then they spread out, and then you got your feet straight. It also comes with a remote control that you can set everything with the remote control, or you can press the buttons on the machine. Now we'll show you the exact way to use the Advanced Electro Reflex Energizer. First you turn it on and all the lights come on, then it gives you the beep signal. You have to select the function, which is either going to be combination of foot only, pad only, or the feet and the pad together. That's the nice thing about this one, you can actually use the feet and the pads together. Then the mode section is either going to be pounding mode, relaxing mode, massaging mode, or the automatic mode goes through all three: pounding, relaxing, massaging, just cycles through that. And I always start people off usually with the pounding mode. And then you set the time, and you can either go 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or up to an hour. We usually start new people off at around 15 minutes. And then the intensity for how much you feel is the arrow button to the right. Every time you press that twice, it'll give you 1 light. Twice again, it'll give you 2 lights. And you may have to press this 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 times till you feel the intensity of the reflexology treatment coming through your feet. Do you feel that right now? Mm-hmm. Okay, so is that comfortable for you?
Yeah, that's comfortable.
Okay, so again, and then there also comes with the a little control, foot control that you can do this remotely from while you're sitting there. You just point it at the machine and you can arrow up, which gives it more intensity, or arrow down, or change the time up to 30 minutes, or change the mode or the functions also. So that way you don't have to bend down and actually press the buttons. And then the pads that you can use at the same time, we're going to switch and do the pad part here. So we'll go to pad. We'll actually go to foot and pad. So right now we're going to be able to do the feet and the pads simultaneously. The pads, when you get them, have a plastic covering over them. You have to peel the plastic covering off, and then the pads are sticky, so they'll stick to your skin. And then you don't have to put the plastic covering back on. You can just put it on this plastic piece that comes with it. You have 3 sets of pads, and basically you plug it in on the left-hand side of the machine. There's 3 different spots to plug the pads in, and then we will demonstrate next how to put these on the body and in the different placements on the body. And this is how you use the pads. First of all, you have to have the ERE going with the machine running and high enough so that the energy is coming through, and then you can just press the pad button only and use just the pads. And you can put the pads anywhere on the neck, on the shoulders, or in between the shoulders like this. And then there's a control on here to feel it. So right now you can't feel it until I start to bring this up. And do you feel that now?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, we need to increase this one just a bit. Now you feel it, right?
Yeah.
I can see the muscles jumping now. And so again, if you don't feel it, keep pressing the buttons until you do feel it. And is that too much for you? Is that okay?
It's okay.
All right. And everybody has their own tolerance level of how much they'd like. So basically you can put the pads anywhere on the body. We've got 3 sets of pads. You could put one set on the neck, 1 set on the shoulders, and 1 set lower if you want, or like that, or anywhere on the body except over the heart. And if you've got say you've got a bad elbow, then you'd want to take and put 1 set below the elbow, or 1 pad below the elbow, and 1 pad above the elbow, and that'll get the energy flowing in between the pads. And we've had pain go away in like 15 minutes by doing this, because it gets the energy going. Think of it as Chinese acupuncture, where they get everything going. This will get everything going. Or if you've got a bad knee, you could put 1 above the knee and 1 below the knee, and get everything going that way too. So basically they can be used anywhere on the body. Now these pads will eventually get less sticky. The more you use them, the more they pick up oils from your skin, and the more they pick up you know, little hairs and things like that. So what I tell people to do is, after they get unsticky, take a little bit of dish soap and a little bit of water, just a drop or 2 of dish soap and water, and just rub it on here, and then rinse it, and then let it air dry, and the stickiness will come back again. And you can do that multiple times until eventually you will have to replace the pads, but you'll get lots and lots of uses out of these pads. We've got 3 different modes. We've got, again, we've got the pounding mode, the relaxing mode, the massaging mode, and the automatic mode. So it's really 3 plus 1, which is automatic. Now each mode does different things. So as an example, mode 1 stimulates the set of muscles in the bottom of the feet, central region of the feet, as well as the inner set of muscles on the calves. Mode 2 stimulates the muscles on top of the feet, in their outer calf, and in the ankles. And mode 3 sends a pattern of impulses combining pounding, pins and needles, and squeezing like a stretch after an exercise to fully relax muscles upon completion of the therapy. Then people that have carpal tunnel problem with their hands, you can just put the machine on your lap like this, put your hands on here, set it so it's got a comfortable level so you can feel it, and it'll be going all the way up your hands into your wrists. And you could also use the hands and the pads at the same time, so you could put pads on your shoulders while you're doing the hands, or again the feet, and the pads can be used simultaneously. We've had good results with carpal tunnel. Within about 15 minutes, the pain has been gone by putting the hands on here just like this. So I hope you enjoy using your new advanced Electro Reflex Energizer. You have nothing to lose except your problems. In fact, when I first took a look at this business, I didn't want to have anything to do with it, but it actually turned into a business for me. So now we have thousands of people out there earning part-time and full-time income with these machines. Synten has over a 15-year track record. They guarantee their products with a 2-week money-back guarantee. They believe in their products so much that they'll let you put it on a credit card, they'll ship it to your house, and you have 14 days after you receive the products to use them. If you're not 100% satisfied, you can return them to the company. I'm hoping you get a chance to enjoy all 3 machines, see what they can do for you. It's been said that the quality of your life will be determined more by your health than your wealth. By choosing to use our machines, you're choosing to be healthier.